So what is going on, everybody? It is I, on behalf of the GMRS Link Network. So we had a gentleman on Facebook ask a very good question yesterday on Facebook there, and it pretty much is like, so I'm supposed to, I posted on Facebook a list of all the hardware, everything you'll need for a simplex node, and so essentially everything in that list, if you get everything that's in the list, you'll be able to access our network. Well, our network is made up of primarily simplex nodes all across the country, but we do have some repeaters in the areas, in certain areas. But what kind of people are on the network? We are a group of laid back individuals that are not hung up on different codes, either 10 codes or the Q codes, like in the amateur band. We talk like we're on cell phones, essentially. And, it's just a smaller community of people all across the country. And so, if you're a social person, but you don't like being in public, this would be great for you. I never understood the concept of a bar. I never did. It's illegal to drink and drive, but they give you an outlet to go drink at outside of your home and drive. Well, I get kind of the concept. You could go to a bar and be social with people. Well, if you're not looking to pick up chicks and you don't really want to be out in public while you're getting shit-faced wasted, well, then the network's kind of a place for you as well, because we all have our crutches and devices in life, and we should all have the privileges of doing it within our own home. But with the network, it allows you to be social as well. There's such a thing as a social drinker. Well, you got to be in a bar or have friends over. Well, with the network, you don't have to. They come to you. As long as you're not being a belligerent drunk like we've had in the past. But, if you got a good personality, then it might be the place for you. It literally is just a people of all walks of life. It's hard to explain unless you're actually in it. We have a very lax atmosphere on the network. So some people might call it elementary or kindergarten or something. Well, I better not hear a kindergartner going around and saying the word fuck or damn, look at that ass. So to be called that is kind of stupid, but I guess it's been in the point. It's a lot like the olden CB days where, you could cut up and act a fool, but in the same token, you got to be respectful, unlike where it really got wild and crazy. It's one thing getting to know somebody and then turning around and calling them a fat ass. I personally don't give a shit. I know I'm fat. I got man boobs. And, it's a whole nother coming up to somebody that you've never met before and calling them a fat ass. It's a matter of give and take. You get what you deserve. You give what you deserve. And it's hard to discuss. And with all the networks that are out there nowadays, if this isn't for you, maybe there's another one out there. But like I said, we are very lax in our little community here, and that's the way I think it ought to be on the radio. It shouldn't be all this formal, only using for grid down emergency services. I use it as a way to meet people per se. I've only met like 2 or 3 people out of the entire network, but it's a way to interact with people. I like talking with people, but I'm confined into this damn thing. So the fact that I'm able to sit here and jibber jabber as I'm going down the road, this is what I'm using here. Trusty Westy Balfang MD380. The battery exploded on me a couple times of falling off the roof, so I got it hardwired into this bad boy and plugs into the cigarette lighter. But, you know, it's not all technical stuff. I try to keep that stuff to a minimum because, well, some people don't understand it, and that's okay. You don't have to understand it to know it just works. I have set up and, to where all you have to do is be my hands. You have to be your own hands. You have to plug things in. I'll whip this out. All right. I mean, if you can't do what I'm about to show you, then, it might not be for you. But it's very simple. I got it all kind of right here. I got a loom of wires back here. Of course, I unplugged the wrong one. All right. So here is all the stuff that is in the parts list. All right. Simply put it, this is a micro, this is a USB-C connector. As you can see, it literally plugs right into here. If you get one solid light, that's programming. If you get blinking, that's good to go. Boy, this stuff's getting dusty. This regular old USB plugs into there. Take your micro USB, plug it into here. I mean, this is all elementary stuff. My kids could do this. Plug this in here. Don't let the software be the reason why you don't join the network. I have literally made the software very simple to be able to walk through. Now I got to put this all back in my box here. I have made it very simple for you to be able to go through it and get in. It literally just says, hit yes, hit no. If you purchase this hardware, I guarantee you'll get on. If it requires me logging in to your computer remotely and doing it for you, I will do that. If it requires you sending this to me, which I have given my address out to somebody already, for them to send me this stuff so I could program it for them, that's fine as well. Don't let your inabilities to do something stop you from joining. I understand people have a technical difficulty, and that is perfectly okay. Or computer illiterate, and that is perfectly okay. Can you do this? Is what all I really need to know. And do you like to talk? If you can do those two things, then maybe you should join us. If you were looking to just get further range out of your little Midland radio that you bought at Walmart, or the Belfang, and you're trying to go camping or something, and you're trying to get more range out of it, then this isn't really for you. This is for the person who is looking to talk with new people all across the country and to get to know the different areas, the different regions, the different kind of foods that are out there, the different kind of weather that we're having. Yeah, sure, it's great if you're in a little community, a repeater network or a little repeater area and everybody's under rain, what fun is that? But if you're listening to an entire country, part of it might be rain, part of it might be snowing, part of it might be having a damn tornado. You never know. So I usually like to try to make my videos short and sweet, but it gets a little rantic, and I try to cut it at 10 minutes. So check out GMRS.network for those of you that don't know the website. Leave me a little comment down below. How's your day going? And that's the other thing, is it's nice to be able to get on here and have somebody ask you, how's your day going, man? What you been up to today? So leave how your day's going in the comments.